from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running inside. It's Dickey. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Hammond. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Inside, it's Fletcher. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke, and the offseason saga that happened, obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. For anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago in Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent. They think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Sticky. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He threw a pick on the initial drive, and they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Vaughn. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Throwing, Mensah. Flips it out to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Hammond. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Motion from the back. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Red Raiders! setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, a lot of times offenses, they feel really good when it's second and short after a good run on first down. You'll see them be aggressive. They choose to run the football, defense ready, now setting up a third and short situation. Are they going to run it 3 times in a row? The defense probably going to be ready for that.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Mensah. Throws it deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Runs through a man, and he might have space. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that one.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got a man. It's Lofton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's Joyner to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Backed up in their own end, maybe a quick hitter. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. No fair catches here, looking for room. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's third down. Mensah rushes on him. Makes a connection. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Fires downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 16 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hawkeyes in front against this heavyweight of an opponent today. It's early still, but this one has the potential to really shake up the rankings. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
Starting this third quarter on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football. They've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Here's Mensah to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Makes the catch. It's Carter. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open spaces. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
Running inside. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, I just got him.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Twin receivers on both sides of the field. It's 2nd and 4. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Got it behind the line, it's Williams. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sticky. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sticky. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Hammond. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. And we'll start the 4th quarter by trying to boot a 3 through there. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Tight end now in motion. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snagged out of the air. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking for a big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Oh, he makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Here's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense comes out ready to attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive, and it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Throwing, Mensah. Takes his shot. Caught outside on the right. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. The Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Brown again. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Back swinging for the goal line. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Quick completion on the out. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's a return from midfield. There he goes. Open it up. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They got the stop they needed. Now can the offense pay it off and tie this game up late? He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Pulls it in with one hand. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have done.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you've got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Great job in the open field making that tackle on defense. You know, you'd like to think your running back in space could make that guy miss on 3rd down, but really nice job with the fundamentals on that tackle.
And that is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Running inside. It's Dickey. Could be an alley. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back?
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll ride the hot hand, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will mark his spot at the 34. A 44-yard attempt, almost certainly for the game. And it's gone! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.